Big G putting all the weight behind their footing. You see Sigard's not putting enough oomph into it. But you guys get it almost on the tipper, teetery tot as the Stampede's muster shakes around the surface, leaning into your guys' favor. You guys hear what would be the most distraught, confused, misunderstood, unknown, not clear of what could be happening as this insane traffic jam of accidents just as they just run into each other and impale each other left and right without any choices in the matter. They may live in a limping state in which they will swiftly die shortly after, as you see a crowd of what is at least in the back end. Knolls rushing out to what is now considered a dinner, as they're just coming in from the rear end, in which is similar in the direction that you guys would have gone, as everyone is standing there watching this or hearing this massacre occur with this now plume of debris, huge kind of wall of meat, flesh, and stone before Emergo and Reno. Big G and Sigard, you're witnessing a bloodbath down there as the creatures are helpless. They cannot stop themselves, and the gnolls rip into their hides, bite into them. Some of them try to kick a few gnolls here and there, but otherwise they are now at the slaughter. What do you guys do?
Are we in the initiative order, or?
Well, there's still potential threats, but you guys can act as a team up until you guys don't act as a team.
Okay.
What's going on?
I would just try to, like, if I could see anybody, just see if I could get their attention over here. Just start waving frantically.
If they're grouped up pretty well, I feel like, is there a spot where I could see them, or is the rock blocking the whole entire pathway?
You mean like your allies or the creatures? Because the rock is huge; it blocks the entire pathway on top of the now rising massacre of bison and gnolls. But if you're talking about your allies, you see them up on the cliff.
Okay, no, I was just about the pathway. So I'll just kind of shout at them and say, do you want to finish the job here, or do you guys want to... Can we get to Rascal? Is he safe?
We should probably save Rascal first.
Big G, throw me across.
Rascal, give me a death save. What were you at prior?
I don't remember being at a death save. I can roll twice to get 2 of them.
All right, roll again.
Okay, so a 9 and a 6. So both fails.
Ooh. Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum. Off in the distance, Rascal's fading.
So can I cross the gap that was... Is the rock creating a bridge that I can cross?
Oh, absolutely not.
Dang.
The rock wasn't 40 feet tall.
Okay, Big G, do you think you could throw me across this gap? It's a pretty big gap.
We can try. Should I?
How big
Let's
are
do
you,
it.
Sigard? You're pretty big, huh?
Will that throw count as an ability check?
Most likely.
Okay, I can give you guidance before you throw me.
You're concentrating on enhance ability.
Sure, you would drop it.
Sure, I'll drop it.
Oh, is that worth it? Okay.
Yeah, is it worth it?
You chose to.
Okay.
Great learning lesson. As you drop the better spell for a 6-second cantrip, enhance ability fades, and I have B4 for your roll.
Okay. Should I toss them?
That's your guys' plan.
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, am I still in rage right now or no?
Sure. I'll say you're kind of heated up still. You're watching the massacre below.
Okay. Well, let's do the tossing again. Do I still have advantage or no?
Nope.
Okay.
How do you grab Sigurd, by the way? He's a much bigger target.
Oh yeah. Probably by his cause he's wearing like a plate, right?
I believe so.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab him by around the neck, I guess, like below, kind of like around the collar, I guess, and then just gonna yank him over.
All right. Athletics as you go to shop foot, Sigurd.
Me roll athletics.
Nope, Big G.
Oh, gotcha.
You throw him. Now, give me a dexterity saving throw, Sigurd, as you need to find a way to land. Well, I'm with the wrong person.
Oh no.
Woof. You get tossed and you take 14 points of damage as you bludgeon right into it. As you're hanging on the cusp there, you're not gonna fall down, but you'd have to like climb up still as you see two gnolls making their way to a limp body. Do you have any range actions you can call out upon now?
I will fire my lightning launcher at the one in the lead. It'll be at disadvantage, but I will.
Are you within 120 feet?
I do believe so. Oh, it's 300 feet on me.
Go for it. You're looking through the pea, like through this little pea hole as you're digging it out, and you're like, that looks like my furry friend's tail. Cigar, TT Sacred Flame. Phineas, go ahead and fire when you're ready. It fails the Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame, do some damage.
Ooh, that's a good roll at disadvantage. 17 to hit.
Fires across. Making contact.
And I'll add an additional 1d6 lightning damage to this as well.
Got it.
So that's going to be 11 points of lightning damage.
You see a little ball of radiant flame take out one of the gnolls as Sigurd, you try to think of the next move, and you see a just as out of nowhere, as if you do a quick look around, you still wouldn't be able to tell in what direction it came from. Just snipe out the second gnoll, as our little rascal friend has to roll another death saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
This is it.
Thank you.
Oh. That one.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Rascal!
Sigurd,
Peace.
as you rush over to him and check him for vitals, give me a medicine check.
Oh, wait, you gotta revivify.
He's not breathing. Look around. You grab the most precious thing on your person and give it up as you revive this man. In doing so, well, you don't get a choice. Roll D100.
Me.
Sigurd, sorry.
Ooh, 92.
Very nice, Sigurd. As you put all of your faith into your abilities and you focus and push. You witness a small vroom, 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 Skull, a breath escapes. You are still with us here in your furry form.
How much
Cigar.
HP do I gain?
I think it's just one, to be honest. I don't think Revive by brings you any. Really.
Yeah, it's just one.
It's one hit point and stay on until like
And that
like short.
Cigar. You, sir, now have the law of surprise against you. When you get something that's amazing, it will be taken from you due to the use of Revive without the necessary means.
Dang. I've tempted fate.
Meanwhile, there's a bloodbath still going on below. Rascal, you wake up to death and horror from these. As you guys on the left-hand side, Reno and Emergo and Big G, hear the two who are watching. As Bara goes, "You all have done well, but now prevents the Stampeding's route. Where will they go? Who will they terrorize? You have changed the natures."
But we saved other things too.
What behind your ways did you protect? And what's ahead of you did you now threaten?
It's kind of right. We did kill a ton of things.
These are good questions.
As long as you guys don't jump into that bloodbath, the Knolls will not be bothered with you guys. As there's now a conversation going, and Sigard and Rascal are still on the opposite side.
Did I have some potions on me? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't see any. But you got some aura of vitality dropping on you. Sigard, go ahead and roll 10 sets of that, since I assume you'll put it on them for the entire minute.
Just do a normal roll 10 times?
No, times it by 10 in a single roll.
How?
What's the normal roll?
Oh, just do it like on its own in the chat.
It would be 20d6. Let's put it that way. So you can put a situational bonus if it lets you roll, or just do 20d6 separate.
Lots of sixes in there. Holy crap.
Rascal, you get 77 health back, bringing you
Whoa.
back to full health.
Awesome.
Dang.
Nice.
OP.
Well, the spell technically is meant to be shared, but when it's only focused on one person, it's pretty nice. Nonetheless, the spell fizzles out.
I stand up and like stretch and crack all my bones and shit and sigh and like shake my arms and legs like remind me, Sigurd, never to split off again. Big mistake.
You got
is a
it,
small
buddy.
Animal. I will forever stick with somebody at least. What's
All
the
right, we better get
situation?
back to the others.
I'm going to talk to Amerigo and ask him, "Hey, Amerigo, have you ever cooked a bison before?"
We've dropped a few, but overall, they're deadly beasts, and it's best not to let one rush you. There are many easier preys amongst this land.
But in terms of taste, how would you rate it?
After eating one, I don't wish to stand. After eating two, I just roll forward.
Do I see any meat that's nearby that's behind the boulder or on my side of the boulder at all?
Sure, I'd say there's, like a limb, etc., of body parts in which are probably
Okay.
exposed. Do you wish to
I
try
could-
to
Is
adhere?
it safe to grab, or does it look like it's too close to the knolls?
I'll tell you the nose are on the other end of the massive pile.
Okay.
On the other
Yeah,
side of the rock.
I'll grab it. Yeah, I'll try to go grab it. I'll just kind of like pat him on the shoulder, and then I'll climb off his shoulder and go pick it up.
Okay, go and okay. Go ahead. Big G just stares off in the distance over the top, wondering what next. Reno, as you go and grab some, go ahead and give me a medicine check to see how well you do on cutting.
Medicine. Oh no, my mouse just died. Come on.
Very nice. Yeah, I'll say you managed to adhere probably 6 pounds.
Nice.
That's good.
Cool. Put in my stash, and then I'll look for a way up the cliff to join Big G.
Phineas, you poke an entire hole out of your side, and you can probably scale it safely back up to where these guys are. Seeing your allies down below, easiest way up might be. It's tough. I don't know. It's for you guys to decide. I guess the whole center is now screwed. So you guys are gonna have to get creative or just hoist. Sigard and Rascal, what do you guys do from across the way?
I was gonna ask, where could I see Reno anywhere?
Yeah, he's below about give or take with your distance of height. He's probably 80, 90-ish feet.
Like below or like just straight forward?
Below.
Below. Okay, so 80 feet down.
Is the water underneath us deep enough?
For what?
Could we just drop into it?
No, not from this end, but from the other end. I mean, no. Like if you were to follow it out, but not like in this area.
How
Okay.
deep
Maybe
is it
right
in that
here.
area
I'd say
now?
right here you might be able to get away with it. That'll just bring you up to square one.
Okay.
Like the way you guys
I will
came.
I'll go ahead and jump into like the closest part of water that is safe for me, at least, since I'm kind of small.
Backtrack. Cigar, do you join?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get back to a good old pal, so.
He's in the water. Cigar, give me a perception check. Rascal. As you land in the water, the flakes of dry blood linger and mix, causing an odd pull. Cigar, you see something. Something's small and swift. Rascal, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw as you try to swiftly swim out of the water before piranha-like creatures bite you.
Dexterity saving throw. 22.
You manage to get out with only a heel getting nipped. Taking 5 points of nipping damage. Sigard, the water is now frenzied. You jumping in will only allow them to come after you next. What do you do? Big G, you see this, by the way, from a distance.
He's still kind of have like a internal turmoil right now.
Sigard, you do it?
Am I able to climb up from over here, or is that climbable?
I'm sorry. Clarify. What do you mean?
I'm pinging it, sort of under where he dropped the boulder. Like if I walk all the way around.
You mean if you go down here?
Right here, this part with the broken tree. Is this climbable?
But if you go down here, the gnolls will attack you because it's their hood still. You'd be walking into their den.
There's like 3 of them.
It's a lot more than 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah. And I cannot make this jump no matter what, right?
Oh, you're more than welcome to go for it. I'd love to see.
How far is it? 80 feet?
Well, you're probably like 40 feet up. So it's the fact that you want to jump from 40 feet up onto solid ground.
I was just wondering. I don't know. Could I make it through the water? Could
No one said you
Sigurd...
couldn't. I'm just saying that there's unsettling in there.
Yeah, I feel like there's not that many options for me. I'm just gonna
Could I-
jump and try to swim.
Before you jump, since I know there's things in there, could I try to like peer and see maybe precisely or roughly how many piranhas are in there?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
21.
There are 5.
There's 5. Okay. I will yell up to him to hold off on jumping real quick.
Okay.
Since it
You
is
guys all
safe
hear
up there
this.
right now. There's 5. I'm going to try to kill each one of these piranhas to make the water safe. And also so we can have food.
I'll just
How
kind
are
of
you gonna
skip
kill him?
over.
I'm going to hunter mark one of them. And then shoot it with a crossbow. Or not crossbow, my, what was it? Bow and arrow, I think. Yeah, my short bow. 18 to hit.
You hit one. You see more blood flurry. You see them rush around that single species now, full of decay. And then they fade off deep oblivion. Undisturbed, no longer bothered at this time.
So we're at 4.
Can Sigurd target one from here or no?
I just described them as fleeing away after getting their quick feed. You guys have a
sorry.
window of arriving. So you guys can keep trying to fish and then get killed later. That's okay.
I don't know how you got your token down there.
I did it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna jump.
You're not considered wet. It'll take you some time to dry. You have disadvantage on any kind of special movement, sneaks, and or require abilities to climb while you are wet in your gear. As you guys arrive on the now same side you started on, now blocked off from actually getting across the original side you started from, you join Reno, Phineas, and Amerigo with Big G up top with the 2 individuals who watched you from the beginning, and you hear the tiger. What have you all decided to do now? You've blocked off the great channel in which allows them to pass. And now you stand wondering what's next to do.
Yeah, so that didn't go according to plan, guys. We kind of made a big mess.
We're an ecological nightmare.
Wait.
Just hope there's not any environmentalists around.
What is this thing we're talking to?
A tiger and a human. Or tiger humanoid.
Okay. That's a new sight. Alright, a tiger humanoid. I'll go over to Reno and climb back on his shoulder and ask him where we find this guy and why are we talking to him.
Well, he's above you guys 45 feet, but go ahead. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they just saw us coming, and then they looked at us, and they talked to us. And Phineas, you went up there. Did you see anything?
On their back in there, I do not recommend going. Not alone anymore.
What did you find?
You know, other than fleeing for my life, I didn't find a whole lot. You know, just some giant crabs.
Giant crabs. That sounds tasty. Amerigo, do you know of any giant crabs?
Oh, There's once a rumor that the remnants of an ancient town named Silverton was somewhere below. That'd be about the only crabs I know within the lands. Other than that, they're on the coast.
All right.
Yeah, that's the
And we're
first.
You're breaking up there
So,
pretty
I
bad,
think-
dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here.
I just said that was the first cave I went into where it was not what I expected. Crabs underground is definitely my first time.
You hear from
And-
above, the humanoid. So you have seen the great power the beast below wield, and it made you flee.
Hey,
They were very powerful.
it's called a tactical retreat. It is not fleeing. It is a tactical retreat.
He thinks to himself.
Why are we trusting these two
Yeah, no,
humanoids?
I mean, they don't seem untrustworthy yet, but
Yeah, I don't know. Why not?
I mean, what
If-
was a tiger?
some-
I could be a meal. You don't see an issue?
I think you guys are all animals, aren't you? Or I don't know what kind of creatures you guys.
You
Animal
see how
hybrids?
small I am? He's like, I don't know. I look up.
RP real quick,
and
I'll
then
be right back.
I look
feel
up at
like
him
we
and
shouldn't
off.
judge
is it
this
raining
man
all of a
based on
sudden,
him
everybody?
being a tiger.
Why is it raining in our world? Just kidding.
So I
Okay.
died and getting trampled on by bison. You really think I want to trust a thing that looks like it's 7 feet tall and is a carnivore?
We have Meliodas. I mean, we've got Sigurd and Big G on our side. I think they can handle it. Maybe we'll just see what they think. But hey, well, I'll save that. I'm gonna ask Amerigo where he was taking us to.
I was
Do
about
we
to
need
say,
to go
what
up
is
here,
your
or
plans with us? Because
I think he was gonna take us to go see where from last session. It was to go see where his men were because apparently they disappeared or something like that. And then we saw a bunch of bloodstains. And we were following that trail of bloodstains, but then we ran into these two goons plus the bison, and that kind of stopped that progression there.
Have we asked them if they've seen the other people?
Sorry, I can't. You're breaking up there.
They've seen the other people?
We haven't asked them yet. We haven't asked them that yet. I don't think.
We pretty much didn't talk to them.
Yeah, we kind of just saw them from afar, and then some folks tried to jump on the right side to avoid them, and then yeah, we just got stampeded. So I think it'd be good to follow up to see if they saw anybody, and then to figure out where Amerigo wants us to go. Unless you guys want to go into the dungeon to kind of just ignore this quest, I guess.
I kind of want to find out what Amerigo's doing, because he mentioned something to do with the people who killed my parents or something like that, I think.
Yeah, and I think it'd be good to long rest because I'm out of spell slots.
Yeah, I need a long rest too as soon as I can, but you know.
Yeah, me being silly level 1, I need to rest more often. I'll be the tired child. Yeah, which. And I'll probably rely on.
I'm
yeah,
definitely going to eat.
I'll probably rely on you, more rascal, to make more determinations because I'm just a kid. I keep forgetting I'm just a kid in this
Yeah,
one.
and I'm like a 25-year-old raccoon who's chunky as fuck, but somehow super agile as if I was skinny.
Hello.
I'm
Doesn't
like
have to
a
make
3
sense.
foot.
It's
I'm a
D&D.
3 foot raccoon who is like, I don't know, what's the average weight of a normal raccoon? Like probably 20 pounds, probably less than that. Now I kind of want to look this up because I know I'm super hefty as a raccoon. Okay, yeah, 7.7 to 20 pounds is a raccoon. So I would be weighing almost double that and be 40 pounds. Because I'm like, I kind of appear as one of those fat raccoons, who looks like who just eats junk all the time.
The ones that are almost like perfectly rotund.
Yeah, like I'm like a perfectly round raccoon, but for some reason I'm as agile as a starving raccoon. Like
Nice.
you're like, oh, he's fat as fuck. What any good can he do? And then I'm over here just obliterating things, sneaking through holes that I should not fit through.
Sorry
So
about that.
are we decided on kind of following Amerigo, or
Yeah, I think so.
I'll follow along, but I'm definitely gonna be super suspicious and cautious.
Yeah, we're already moving last over.
I'm kind of with you on the suspicious part. I don't trust Amerigo. I'm just wondering where this is going.
Like, just so you know, if he takes us anywhere, like just us and him, I'm gonna follow right behind him and prepare to jump him. Like,
I mean, Amerigo is pretty powerful, so just keep that in mind. Like, if we're gonna
I
take him
could
on,
be
we should
super
probably-
powerful too.
yeah,
I was
we
gonna
should.
say I think he's got like 10 times your weight at least.
Yeah, but I can do tons of damage. Like, let's see, if I did, what is it, Dread Ambusher? That allows me to do 2 attacks on one target, which is an extra 1d8. Insightful Fighting, which gives me, if I succeed against their deception check, I can use my sneak attack.
I remember a time where 2 people thought they could jump in another party and they got whooped.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's me in Baldur's Gate all the time.
That's funny.
But-
That was me as a gnoll.
What do you guys do? You guys
I
just
wanted to-
take... Go ahead.
I was going to ask Amerigo, in which direction was he trying to take us?
Well, I was trying to get you through the canyon so we can continue on. There is another way to it, but it's gonna backtrack a little and risk us going through a ruins that's gets all kinds of interesting entities.
Ruins. My interest.
So you talking about taking us between the canyons or on top of the canyons?
Or through the canyon.
Through the
I
canyons?
couldn't tell you how it works because you walk in one and come out and there's a waterfall, but I feel like it's more through in the very literal sense that we'll be walking through built rooms and places in which will travel us to another destination that is required to reach.
And
Well-
how do we know you might not ambush us with other people or try to kill us?
Well, we
To ambush you, I'd have to give off a signal, and if I gave off a signal, you'd be with me when that signal went off, which means you'd know when I gave the signal, which would mean that you'd know I was attempting to ambush you, which means you know before I even went to attempt to think about attempting to ambush you.
Also, probably would have just ambushed us when we
put
woke
it in
up
his
there.
report. Yeah, I mean,
I kind of scowl an eye, and like one eye is like semi closed, just glaring at him with suspiciousness.
I will
I'll
not
just
shout to the tiger man. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have seen a group of soldiers in similar fashion to what the colors and attires of Mr. Amerigo's wearing here, have you?
He grabs his this weapon before him. In front of him, you see it's like a bone dagger, and it has these very, very heavy burrowed holes. He goes, "Each day, I take largest praise tooth and make weapon. Each kill, I burrow notch into such, and dangle when last burrow leaves weapon useless. This is just today's. In each burrow is each of those men you describe. If one got past me, then I am a bad guide.
You said he pulls out his dagger.
Murgo whispers, these guys up here, they're freelancers. They belong to these nomadic-like tribes. They don't follow our kind of ways. They murder us clear as day. But when outnumbered, they leave us be. They just take out the loose ones when opportunity comes. If we weren't together, and I weren't me, they'd have fought you all. Guarantee it.
So there's a good chance to say that the men we're looking for probably are.
I'd say after this stampede, that massive group of gnolls in that den, and these fellas, something's definitely got 'em.
Well, I think we're heading into a big shit show. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am pretty banged up after. Well, to be honest, it's a little embarrassing. I didn't actually even get into the scuffle that much, but I'm still pretty banged up. I could use a rest.
I kind of chuckle at his statement.
I don't know where y'all plan
Did
to
you
nap.
realize I was dead? I think I went through more issues than you.
But I agree on the rest. It's something I would like eat and then rest.
Yes, food would be lovely.
Try to forget about my 3-minute death.
So where you all going to guide me to? I imagine y'all want to keep close eye on me, and these men aren't going to move a muscle until we depart them. And bigger fellow up there with them got to find a way down to join us or find a way up there to get us past this conflict. I'm all for having a meal, but I ain't having a meal right outside of Death Boulder of a Nolden.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Marigo. Hey, you mentioned a rune to go to where we needed to go. Is that how long? How big is the rune? Is it pretty quick, or is it a couple of days?
You mean to get to or to get through?
Both.
We get to it within a day. Get through it. Get through it. Could be swift as an hour with one body less, or as long as 8 hours with nobody left. It's trivial every time. I think I've only
Well,
gone down the same path twice once.
that is concerning, but I think probably our best plan then, if we're not going to be. It's obvious, yes, we should not rest here. Maybe we should make our way at least halfway towards the ridge and then make camp.
I'm okay with that.
We don't want to climb the cliff again to see if we could just go through it without the runes.
I would rather not get stepped on again.
Yeah, I think that way is just bad mojo for us. I think we stay away from.
Okay.
You
I
did
guess we're
grab some of that
going.
meat, right?
What are you talking about? And I'm like, I have a little bit of drool on my side of my mouth. Let's talk later. Sorry for destroying your hunting grounds or pathway.
The tiger goes, we will see each other again. Just hope it is not when you're alone. I will remember your actions.
I'm on the
No,
interesting
no.
for us both.
You stop there, buddy. You come here because I don't feel like you just kind of talking to us, wanting us to help you, and then you just kerchow and vanish. There's an issue there. You kind of see that.
You all did not assist us. You walked into our hunting grounds. We exposed to you your fates, and you failed, belittling yourselves further in our eyes. To be fair, they didn't ask for help.
Who was asking for
Nobody.
to help find people?
Oh, that was Amergo. Originally, you guys were going to meet his other troop.
Oh, okay. Mix up. My bad. Never mind.
I thought they want us to kill the bison.
They wanted you guys to, if you can make it easier, but you just made it a freaking shit show for the gnolls to eat it all. They didn't want to give up their food to an entire den.
Yeah, no, we fucked it up.
I'm not saying you didn't succeed, but you definitely didn't do what they wanted.
Forget what I
Well,
said.
Big
to
G has
then.
Big G has 6 intelligence, so he thought he want to kill the bison. So he killed the bison.
Big G did great. Big G is a A+
Good job,
student.
Big G.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up Amerigo and pat him on the back again and be like, "Hey, can we get going towards the ruins?"
Of course. I ever tell you all about that one time when I was walking down to the ruins and I stubbed my toe?
What you have?
That has to hurt.
Wait, before we
Oh.
take off,
It hurt.
Oh.
It hurt so much. What's up?
can Sigurd see any more good meat chunks available on the ground? Can he pocket anything?
Medicine check.
I'm gonna go ahead and climb into Muergo's or whomever NPC we're following and helping. I'm going to climb inside of his jacket and hide inside of his jacket while we travel.
Okay. Sigurd, you see a leg that you think just a quick little chop will cut it off, and you'll have a whole handful of pounds to yourself. Right when you get to it and you go to touch it, reactionary impulse kick. It chucks you into the shoulder as you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage of recoil as you go to grab it, and it knocks your knife off to the side. Ding, 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 ding. The noises you hear on the other end of feasting quiet down as they all raise their ears, you would imagine, wondering what that was. With your big, wise brain, you decide that perhaps it's best continue on with.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Or you become next.
He said
Alright.
it's ding dong ditch time.
Sit down. Get my map going. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. He goes, then what happened was after my toe was healed and we made it to the camp, there were these small little kobolds. At first they wanted to be friends. And that's how our bad blood relation began. And you guys arrive at the river.
Amerigo, have you ever eaten a kobold?
And at this point, guys, by the way, it is evening time. And you guys are, to my knowledge, at this time, we're not using light sources. As you arrive, you realize it is dark enough that some could be necessary. Everyone has dark vision, but well, Big G, you have dark vision?
They
I
do
think
now.
So.
You guys should all be good then.
Do I have to roll for that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
No.
It's
No, well,
something.
if anyone needed it, you provide it. As you guys arrive here, and Amergo goes, no, we normally camp outside, and that's just because of our lucks. But one leads to a large crevice where everyone that enters finds it almost arena-like. The other is a unknown tomb. Something died inside, and it's always been one to tease us. And then the outside path is stairs. Many, and many stairs.
I like the tomb round. I don't know about you guys, but death in skeletons just scream adventure. Also treasure.
You know, in a dream, almost like deja vu, in a life prior to this one, you feel as if you had been here.
I look around and I feel like there's past deaths and fiery bodies in this area, but they're not here anymore.
We're
Can
taking
we
the
rest
long
out here? Let's do a rest out here, I think, maybe.
I mean, he suggested it, but you guys are free to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
No, I
let's
mean
do
we're
it.
definitely taking a long rest. I'm exhausted. I'm out of spell slots. Bad.
Maybe rest over here?
That seems like a swell spot.
Let's do it. Ah.
Went too far.
Phineas flies away again. Just kidding.
Do any of you know any stories?
Big G, what are you doing way over there?
I don't even know where I am.
You're
Just
over
like
here, down
sulking in a dark corner.
here. Rascal.
Oh, I'm a rascal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could take first watch, Big G.
That sounds like a
Yeah,
swell
sounds like-
plan. I'm gonna sleep the entire time. All this walking really works up a tiring rest.
Amerigo goes to take a slumber. You guys may discuss amongst the team prior to anyone taking their watches alone and or as a team.
So
But once watches again, you guys are asleep. Go ahead.
which rune are we gonna take?
I
I
prefer the tomb, honestly, but that's just my opinion, and it might not be the safest.
it was
So
the
can we just
tomb
take the
versus
safest?
tomb versus which one?
Like one.
There's tomb, I guess for a descriptive purpose, there's tomb, arena, and stairs.
Oh, so there's three.
Stairs is all outdoor. Arena is like an inside kind of stadium. Like, the way it was described was there's a massive crevice in the center that goes below, but walking in, everyone feels as if it's an arena. And then the other one is tomb, which is inside certainly, which was a tomb as stated.
Let's take the stairs.
You guys don't feel confident about the arena?
No, in the woods I can at least hide and easily kill things that try to attack us.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll just follow you guys.
I see where you're coming from, but even with taking stairs, I don't think we're going to stay.
Would you rather be ambushed in the arena kind of thing or be ambushed by crabs?
Is it really an ambush if you know it's an arena?
An arena seems like it'd be pretty hard to ambush you in when you already know it's an arena.
I mean, you
At least we know it's coming.
They can be hiding in the dirt, they can be hiding in the walls, they can be hiding from above, under, around, in. There are so many places to hide in an arena.
Same with the forest, right?
Yeah, but you at least know they're hiding in the bushes or in the trees, and that's it. Or in carcasses.
Or underneath. Or in the stairs.
Yeah, but you'd be able to see if, there has been some kind of eruption in the dirt of
Okay.
somebody trying to hide in the dirt.
Rascal, does your
Okay, Russell.
character wear armor?
I wear leather,
Wear
which
so
I'm
leather.
proficient in, so.
So that being said, hey, Rascal, if you wouldn't mind me taking a look at your equipment, your leather armor, I could maybe make it a little bit more durable for you, so you could.
Is Sigurd able to cook those 6 meals, or do we not have the proper ingredients?
That's how you pull it off this round.
Okay.
What about trying to make my stuff durable?
I could improve your armor a little bit. Take just a little bit more of a hit. If you,
Yeah, but then you're taking away my ability to just squeeze through things, hide things. If you look at my leather, my armor, it's kind of dark. It's brownish.
I mean, it's it wouldn't affect your any other enchantments or anything at all.
You putting metal on my armor or like just
No,
more leather?
I'll just put a little bit more leather. Add some scraps here and there, make it flexible.
I mean, I kind of lift my arms and kind of yank on my leather, my jacket, like tug on my legs. I'm like, I'm good. I kind of did all this by myself. I think I did a handy job. And if you take a close look, you can see some of this like leather strings that I've used to like try to piece together different parts of like the clothing to try to make it whole. Like it's starting to come undone from how worn out they are.
Got it. Big G suggests for the first watch, Phineas and Sigurd. For the second watch, Big G, Reno, and Rascal. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'm good with that.
Sigurd
I'm down with
agrees.
that.
How do the special meals work? Can you clarify? Are they more like a healing potion that everyone can carry around, or are they right in the moment?
It's right in the moment.
Okay,
And
cool.
temporary HP works in the same way any temporary HP works. It sticks with you up until it expires, which would be an entire 24 hours. And or if you gain new temporary HP, it replaces any and old HP, even if it is less. So if you had 20 and you got 4, guess what? 4 is your new 20, but it's not. So that's kind of how it works. So right now with your wisdom mod, it'd be so let's see, it's your
8, I think.
8. Perfect. So they get 8 temporary HP.
Yeah, everybody can get 8 temporary HP.
Awesome.
I'll save it for later.
You have to take it now. So
Oh,
everyone who's enjoying the meal with the party gets 18.
My food instantly turns to dust after 5 minutes.
Is this similar to like a hero's feast, or what is it?
Sigurd, how would you like to flavor up your description of your meal prep?
It's just something I was taught growing up. You make meals for everybody. I've thrown in a little bit of the healing magic.
The special ingredient is love.
If you want to put it that way.
With a meal and a discussion, half the party sleeps. Phineas and Sigurd stay up for their first watch. Any interaction with each other?
I'm just gonna suggest that I go one way, he goes the other way, but I'll. It's up to you which way we go.
You know, I could stick close to the water. I'm more comfortable around the water. If you want to check out the other path.
Okay, I'm very comfortable in the dark, so I'll just walk around.
Okay. So I would check for both of you. Very nice. Phineas, you get distracted by all the activity going around, from the bugs to the species to the whispers to the who's us. But there's something in the bushes, probably 30, 35 feet away, that's just been watching you. I like to think that you've been watching it also. But you know it's been there. You just haven't been able to see it. But you know it's seen you. It makes no attempt of approaching you at all. But do you call out? Or do you keep to yourself?
I will try to slowly approach.
As you approach slowly, you arrive at where you believe this figure to be. Nothing is there. But as you look down, you notice that there are prints, as if a bipedal creature was present previously.
Are these like clawed or pole-like?
It's tough to say at this time.
I'll walk back towards the campfire, and when I meet back up with Sigurd, I'll tell him what I found.
Okay, Sigurd. As you traverse, you notice similar ecosystems of ambiance. But you do notice someone fleeting away in the distance. They seem to be feline and or cat-like in nature as they swiftly depart. They're quick. You know you couldn't catch them even if you tried. But you are aware that they are fleeing without succeeding in whatever it is they might have attempted.
I think Sigurd is going to run back and tell them that it's not safe here and there are things watching us.
Like, what, you just randomly cry wolf to everyone, or are you going to tell Phineas to say,
No,
"Do we
just
wake up?"
Phineas.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not safe, so I think we should definitely tell the second watch to.
Should
Something's
we tell
definitely.
them when they wake up, or should we wake them up? I don't think it's that much of a present threat that we should wake them up. You cut out.
I'm sorry. I said for now I think it's gone, but I think we should be safe from.
Okay, Sigurd's just gonna go back to what he was doing, making sure that cat is not back.
Okay. As you guys go about your watch, the rest of the evening seems calm. Everything goes smoothly. You meet back up with no extra to report. You wake up the next group.
Hey guys, time to wake up.
So, Rascal, there's definitely a bit of things about. We were definitely. So definitely keep your eye out, and from I think Sigurd got a better look at it than I did, but it got pretty close.
It looked like a cat, but hard to tell.
Okay.
I kind of just bend and rub my eyes awake a little bit and just kind of yawn.
I'd ask how far are the tracks? Like from us.
35 feet.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go examine the tracks.
Okay. While you guys go on your watch, do you guys stick as a group in general, or do you all break up from the way it sounds?
I'm going to go look at the tracks, and then once I'm done figuring out what it is, I'm going to try to climb up into a tree and hide up in there and keep watch from above.
Okay. The other two of you?
I'm gonna stay close to the fire and just kind of being really drowsy still, but still opening my eyes and keeping watch around the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, Big G's gonna go stand around the water and just kind of look out.
And I'm also gonna cast a message to Reno and not Reno, to Rascal in probably like a minute or two when I feel like he's been gone for a while, and just be like, let me know if you see anything.
You got
If
it.
you see any kitties.
All
Don't
three of
worry,
you
I'll say
roll.
something.
All three of you roll me survival checks. Well, Big G, you can roll perception. The other two roll survival. I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick.
27 with the nat 20.
Ooh, nice.
I always thought I rolled someone else's dice, so that I was like, oh, I kind of failed. And then I look at Ken, I was like, oh no, I did pretty good.
Nope, that was me.
Yeah, you can customize
know.
your dice to be real freaky looking so you never lose track. I keep forgetting how to do it.
Do you have to reprogram it every time?
Yeah, I think every time you get renamed, like in a different campaign.
Oh, okay.
That's how it's been for me so far in Foundry.
Do you guys remember how he told us there was like a hot button so you could see all your skills pop up?
Yeah,
Or
it's
all
the little
your-
one with the cross swords, the Argon combat HUD.
How do you get there?
Uh,
Oh,
Left
cross
hand.
swords.
yeah, the little cross swords icon at the top left. Turn that on
Top
and then
left.
click on your character.
I don't see that. All I see is the anvil at the very top. Top left, you said, right? Toggle
Yeah,
navigation.
I was gonna send it in team chat, like a picture of it.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I don't see it at all. I thought there was like a button exactly press. I forget.
Yeah, I sent it.
Thanks. Oh.
So do you guys think that we took a short rest or no?
We're
No,
taking
we
a
took a
long.
long rest.
Yeah, long rest for sure.
Yeah, but do we take a short rest before this long rest?
Oh,
No, we did
I don't think
not.
so,
I don't
no.
think.
Okay.
We took one short rest before that whole incident happened with the bison and stuff, but we did not take one after the bison.
Did that
Gotcha,
fix
gotcha.
your issue with the HUD?
How do you activate the HUD? Because it's just a toggle.
Yeah, you
Oh
click
no,
it.
it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It
have to
changed
click
finally.
on your character. If you click off your character, it goes away.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Because it does
Cool.
take up a bit of the screen.
Makes sense.
When you open your spells too, usually the some of them are closed for some reason or collapsed. You just got to
Mhm.
click on second level, third level, all those.
I don't think we've completed the long rest yet until he tells us to, though, right?
No, can't click it until we.
Yeah. I guess Sigurd is just going to snore loudly and roll around.
Big G's very used to that kind of thing.
Before I climb up into the tree, I am going to grab tons of sticks and trying to think how I want to describe this.
Oh, I need to freaking do this.
Wait, what do you need?
I need to.
I'm going-
You'll see, I guess.
I'm gonna grab 2 sticks, sharpen them, and attach them to See, like, is there like any fresh sticks or any stretchy material around?
I don't
I
know.
look around. I don't see anything.
Okay.
There's probably some like vines or whatever you can grab.
Okay. So my plan was to, before I climb and hide up in my tree, was to make at least like 2 traps, one below me and one across another tree. So if anything crosses it, it shoots those two like spear-like sticks at them.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Because I have Scroungecraft, you are proficient with Tinker's tools. Additionally, you have the ability to construct crude but functional versions of common items using materials present in your surroundings. You may spend 10 minutes to craft these materials into any tool or piece of adventuring gear worth 30 gold pieces or less.
Oh wow.
So I was just trying to think of what I can make that would take 10 minutes.
Excuse me.
Oh wow. What entrance?
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, you're 10, Reno. Leaves you staring at the fire pit, wondering what goods, what loots, what favors will you gain from all this? This man Emergo seems like he has opportunity before him, but yet half of you is uncertain. And that's not referring to you yourself, but your other half. Big G. You, sir, you look around, and as you do, you stare. You stare. And you see some kind of shadow. Not nearby, but off in the distance, large, hulking, slowly passing. Not making its way toward you, but just happens to be in the right bathe of light. Then we have Rascal. Rascal. You, sir. Look and notice that the footprint do mark that what would be a tiger and or other threat of a feline. Furthermore, you smell something in the air. Medicine check.
Medicine check. 7.
You go and breathe a little more. Oh, God damn it, they got me. You notice that as you go to take in the whiff, their prints left behind a subtle, perilous, like poison. It will not do any immediate harm to you, but it'll make it impossible to track them in a comfortable state. As you could imagine that if this has already gotten you, and they have fled the scene probably half an hour or so prior, it is potent enough that if you were to follow the trail, you'd find it, but you'd be immobile by the time you get to the end, if at all. It is a tracking beater.
Fuck. I'm just gonna attempt to climb up into the tree and hide or stealth up in the tree and try to keep a watch from above.
Give me stealth at disadvantage.
Uh, 11.
Okay. You feel as safe as you feel up there.
Cool.
The other two of you go about your general care and take. Big G. You hear like a Do you give it any attention? It's further out of camp.
Big G is gonna look back at Reno and says, "Yes."
I didn't say anything.
Oh. And he's gonna look at where the source came from.
You see a small, slinky, kind of oddly shaped, I'd say 3.5 foot tall cloaked figure. It's wavering unbalanced from the top end. Probably about 45 feet or so in the distance amongst the woods as it.
Does he look like trying to get my attention?
It seems so.
Okay, he's gonna wave at it.
You see a little kobold-like hand stick out from underneath the hood and wave back.
Big G is gonna set kind of just into the feature the figure and says, "Are you a friend?"
It gives a thumbs up.
Okay. I mean, we did kill some of your friends, so sorry, dog. Are we still friends?
It gives a second thumbs up as a second hand pops out from underneath the hood.
Do you want us to follow you?
You see a third and a fourth, been probably about 8 to 9 inches apart from the top set of hands. A second set from the bottom up ears. Thumbs up. All 4 thumbs.
So it's like a cowboy in trench coats kind of thing right now. Okay. Well, Big G's gonna look at Reno since he's smarter than him, and says, Shall we go?"
I'll kind of just say, probably not without our party. Can I see them or no?
No. You just see
Okay.
Big G say, should we go? Like, you don't know what the fuck Big G's talking to or doing. You hear him, but you don't
yeah, that's
hear,
right.
the creature's not speaking to him.
I see. Yeah, I'll just say, no. What do you see?
Just a lot of hands. They're giving me the thumbs up that Cigar always give me when it's good.
Ooh. Yeah, if there's anything that I remember from school, it's never to get too handsy. So probably not without our group.
Okay. And he's gonna look out again and says, "Well, you guys can come over here. We're
They
friendly."
quickly change and do like a finger. They all do 4 finger, pointy fingers and go, no, no, no. And then they all point and do like this kind of, they all come together to create this large circle. And then do like a kind of snoring like animation.
Snoring light? Oh, well, I can't see it anyways.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Big
picture it right now.
Give me an insight
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna send a message to Rascal and tell him, Big G sees something over here with lots of hands.
You imagine they're referring to a Murgo, Big G.
Big G's gonna nod his head and says, "Oh, I can kill him if you guys want."
You see two hands, then 3 hands turn into thumbs up, and then one of the other hands slaps one of the thumbs up and then changes it back, and then you see all 4 hands slapping each other.
Can I see them?
Not from where you are.
Okay. Would I know the general direction from what Reno said?
No, because Reno just said Big G's talking to. He didn't say where or what. Well, he's communicating that to you.
Is Big G by the fire right now, or is that Sigurd? Who am I looking at?
That's Sigurd.
Oh, wow.
Sigurd is rolling around in his sleep.
I do
Big
have
G is up
90
here,
feet
though.
of dark vision.
Okay, and he's looking at the ocean. I mean the river, and there's like kobolds over here.
Assumably, from Big G's
Okay.
description. And then
Okay.
most likely the rascal would be out here. And
Got it.
due to the canopy, he doesn't have direct line of sight to you guys.
Yep.
But he
So
is
that's
watching the
outside
other
vision.
end. Yeah. Like you're watching the other side of the camp, basically, rascal.
Okay.
Let me do a check real quick.
I'd send the message back since I haven't really replied to it yet. Wait and see what they want.
Apparently I respond back. Apparently they just want to be handsy. As a joke.
Big G.
I'd be like, trouble.
You know how
Big
many
G's
there
gonna
are?
go wake up Cigar.
Four hands. Chuckle.
He's gonna just
Cigar?
like kind of lightly tap on his face and says, Cigar, Cigar, wake up.
What?
Could I
Someone's
climb
telling us
down?
to go.
Hold on. Go ahead, continue
Okay,
cigarette.
continue.
Oh yeah, sorry. Big G's gonna just said, someone's telling us to go.
Go where? Who?
I don't know.
Where are they?
He's kind of like point out into the distance. Did he still see them?
You see what looks to be a very well disguised log-like wrapping with small little kobold hands poking out just across the river, and they all kind of wave. But you see nothing otherwise. They're just hands poking out of what looks to be a tree trunk-like camo cloak.
Did I climb down my tree just enough to be able to see them? Or
You'd have to go all the way to them because you're on the opposite side.
Listen, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll
Sorry,
head
go
towards
ahead.
them then. Just so I can see these things.
So you join them on their side?
Yep.
Can Sigurd see what Big G is seeing? That it's a
Yep.
kobold?
I mean, you guys, it's safe to imagine it's kobolds. There's this little kobold-like arms poking out, though you cannot see their bodies beneath the
Okay.
very, very well done camouflage.
We're not exactly on the best terms with kobolds right now. It might not be best to just trust them.
You want me to
Well,
go
they
talk
say
to them?
they. Oh, sorry. Oh, they say that they're friends now.
They
As
said
Big G
that from
says
all the way
that,
over there?
you see their fingers all do thumbs up, and they do like this kind of wave of thumbs.
See, they're doing the thumbs up thing that you'd always do.
I think
And then they
That is-
point
should
towards
always
the guard.
talk to them.
Wait, what?
The hands act like the school of fish, I guess would be the best way to describe how they look to you guys across the way. Just with 4 hands. It's a very small school.
What were you saying, Rascal?
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like somebody should go over there and talk to them.
I mean, I'll go if you guys want me to go. I don't
Go
know
for
if
it.
it's a great idea to go talk to kobolds right now.
I can do it. I mean, I assume small things would like to talk to small things. I mean,
Is
So you feel
Rascal a
intimidated?
more charismatic character?
I am a charisma 13, so I mean, I'm
Then
not
yes.
charismatic.
Yeah, maybe you should go, actually.
Everyone down for me to go over and try to talk to him.
You know, I'm staying asleep if nobody wakes me up. I want to stay asleep.
Oh no,
Long-
Phineas! I'll shake him awake right now.
I'll be like, but I like Amerigo. He fed us good food.
No, they say we should kill Americo.
You heard that from over here?
Yeah.
Killing Amerigo. What happened while I was asleep?
Stuffing things.
So is Amerigo still asleep while all this is?
He's
Yeah,
still
no.
asleep. He's still asleep.
Yeah, Sigurd wants to look over and see if he's really asleep.
You can give me an insight check.
I'll let him do that before I say.
He's asleep.
So, how about I go talk to them and see why they want him dead? If they want him dead and it's a good reason, I'll let you all know and we can all kill him together.
I mean, I just don't think it's a good idea. I mean, how do we even know that those are actually kobolds? We're in the middle of some strange forest with these runes that they change often.
This is
Like-
also just assuming they don't shank you as revenge for killing them earlier.
That's why I would say I would go. I mean, I understand why they're all in a disguise. I mean, shit, I
I
remember
really-
when I was like, hey, when I was 10, me and my raccoon friends also did the exact same thing. We tried to rob a tavern for food and money. So, I mean,
Well, good luck then.
I'm just saying. I think if you, actually, I'm positive if you go over there, this will end in a fight.
and if it does, then at least you guys will be prepared to go fight them. It's better to be prepared from a distance than have to get ready to fight on the spot.
Sigurd's gonna make a decision for the group. Big G, toss him across.
It just throws me at the kobold.
An alligator right there.
Yeah, looks like.
Sure. Throw me to the kobolds.
That's why we're throwing him over it.
Rascal, we've already sided with Amerigo.
I still want to talk to the kobolds.
Okay.
Okay, I
All
toss him
right.
over.
I'm just gonna sit by the fire, DM, and then I'm gonna,
Okay.
as a ritual spell, I want to summon a familiar. But if I get interrupted into a fight, then I won't be able to finish it. So it's fine with me.
For science, he must be thrown.
For science, he must be thrown.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a athletics. BG. Would you throw him closer or further from the target in your own decision of toss?
How far away are they? Like to the, I guess, east or west, kind of.
Oh, well, they so obviously there's not like a real token there, but they'd be over here. So I'd probably say they're about 30 feet in total length of trekking distance.
Okay. He's gonna throw Rascal kind of like upward, kind of like a toss up into like a branch that's kind
Like a
of
volley?
above them. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Easy enough. As you do, Rascal, there is no stealth. They see this. As you end up probably, I say, 20 feet above them comfortably. Not directly above them, but in general sense. You probably have like a 10-foot gap between you and them. How would you begin this?
Are they staring at me now? Or
You see the hands.
so you're hand signaling to us from afar. What do you exactly want from us?
They show you the same thing they showed Big G. They all four hands come together to create a large circle. They do the same snoring like dialogue, and then they crush all the hands together and make it look as if it goes poof.
Okay. I'm going to activate my cantrip Primal Savagery, just in case. And I'm going to walk up to them and close the 10 feet gap. So they can talk to me so I can understand what they're trying to say.
And the primal savagery looks like what?
Pretty much my claws just get longer and sharper. And my my teeth kind of get sharp.
Okay, so give me. Are you trying to look threatening?
No, I'm not trying to look intimidating. I'm just getting ready just in case if I have to fight.
Give me a persuasion as you activate a lethal skill and then approach them kindly.
16.
What's that?
Oh, not 16. I accidentally rolled perception. My bad. 17.
Good. You see their hands kind of withdraw inside this cover.
Okay.
You walk up and you close the gap, but they still are withdrawal within this cover.
Good question. Could I have 2 cantrips going at the same time, or would one shut the other one off?
One would most likely shut the other one off.
Okay. Mm. Oh, that's hard question. A hard thing.
The rest of you guys see him across the way. You guys doing anything?
Phineas is gonna go back to sleep.
How deep is this water?
For you, I'd say it goes up to your shoulders max.
Yeah, okay. It's
Is this a
kinda deep.
fall, or is it like the water's like a foot below us or something?
It's like a foot and a half, 2 feet, depending where you enter.
Is this considered dim light right there?
Dim light would be considered this. This would be bright light.
Okay. I think Sigurd's just gonna head over to. He's gonna assume maybe he needs help and head over to help him. He's gonna use Steps of Night to just walk over like there is a bridge there.
And in darkness, do you walk over water or something?
No, dim light or darkness, you could just fly.
Mm-mm-mm. Gotcha. You fly over as you do. Same reaction. It does not have no more hands appear, and you now see a shadow cast over you, Rascal. As you look over your shoulder, it's Sigurd.
I was trying to do this alone. Thanks for the help.
No, Sigurd's just gonna like step back and let you do your thing. He's just there to make sure you're okay.
All right. So, things in a oak-like trench coat. I stepped closer to you so you can talk without them far away hearing you, kind of as we're whispering. So I prefer talking than hand gestures. So why are you exactly back again?
Back. They say questioningly.
Yes, back. There was other yous earlier that we murdered. If you're kobolds. If you're not kobolds, then why are you here?
You murder? So then no back.
Okay. As what I mean is there's more of you here. Like they sent more kobolds here, so that means you guys are back for a reason. If you weren't back, you would not be here.
This land yours?
No, this land is not ours, but the person we are with, that I assume that you're trying to have us kill, we are with. I am trying to get a reason from you on why you want him dead.
He lead bad man.
Why is he a bad man?
Got it, Reno.
He follow dangerous woman.
Okay, and what do we get out of it if we kill him and follow you guys?
Ah, your chance is gone. You chose. You killed. You follow own path.
So if our chance is gone, why are you trying to have us kill him still?
He's still bad. Your own path lead not to her.
So I'm going to, as an intimidation, I'm going to use my claws, my primal savagery claws, and kind of like pick at my teeth. You know, you guys are looking mighty hungry. If you guys don't really help us any, either allow us to follow the path again, or we just murder you, because we killing your kind was an accident. We got mixed
And
up
you
in
threatening
conversations.
must be accident. You threatened, and you small.
I might be small, but I am strong.
You freeze that sniff of Tigris.
It is because they had something in their tracks.
You
I
show
didn't
that weak.
freeze.
You freeze.
Who's behind me again?
Sigurd.
I'm like 10, 15 feet behind you, though.
Okay. How many of you are in that coat right now?
You ask questions, non-matter.
Can I tell from listening which one is talking?
Whatever's on top as a head would.
I will, since they don't want to cooperate.
I like that, Big G.
That's perfect, Big G.
I'm going to do a insightful fighting. So I'm going to do an insight check against them, against their deception check.
Give me an insight check.
Of course. A 9.
I got 20.
Okay.
You look at this creature, and as it speaks, you don't see any kind of muffling, breathing, shifting of the camouflage. You now, as you try to focus where the hands came out, you couldn't even pick up exactly where they would appear, even if they could, even though you did see them previously. You reach out just out of curiosity, and it's a tree. There is nothing but a tree there. You hear behind you, almost as if it was right behind your ear, and then a follow of the wind.
You don't know what we are, but you talk like you know. Let wisdom guide you, and burdens will flow.
Everyone else
Let
witnesses.
wisdom guide you.
Yep.
Sigurd takes minor personal offense.
Is there like anything I can use wisdom wise to figure this out?
They're gone. You're touching a tree now.
They're not. Okay.
Let
would
wisdom guide you, and burdens will flow is the information at key that was left with you as you witness them make a fool of you quietly and subtly.
and Sigurd's behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk up to Sigurd and in a stressful, frustrated sigh, whisper, I am tempted to murder this fat guy we're with. I am tired of these kobolds and I'm tired of this man. I have
We
not
haven't
been
even
this
really.
stressful and
Sorry, go ahead.
I have not been this much stressed and angered in my life. There is two things giving us two issues or two paths. I want to trust the kobolds just because I've went into criminal life with other kobolds. They're easier for me to trust. This guy has not barely give us any information of him or this woman and what kind of help they would give us.
Yeah, I'm not really attached to the idea of sticking with him, but the others seem to be, and I'm willing to see where it goes. The kobolds haven't given us any more information than he has.
But they have given us that him and the lady he works with, that obviously that he has not given us the name of or what she does, or
He gave us her name.
I missed out on that part, my bad. Okay. Well, I assume has not given us much information about her besides name or what purpose we have to be with her or what we get out of working
So
with them.
far, Sigurd just has kind of like a personal beef with his boss because they supported the other side.
Okay. Sigurd. If I got a thing, if you help me try to convince the other players or our other God, I'm trying to think of a good way to say things. Our other friends to murder this guy, we could possibly have a higher chance of killing his boss that you are not happy with, while possibly also having more other people on our side who do not like her either.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We keep biting off more than we can chew. It might be best to just roll with the flow for a little while. You could try to convince him, though. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm at a standstill right now. Okay. How about we go with the flow and see where we get? And if these kobolds or whomever keeps coming back to us that doesn't want him alive nor his boss, let's just try to coincide with them. Or work with them.
Okay.
Because if they come back for what this is the second time, if they come back the third time, there's obviously a good reason why.
Yeah, I mean, the reason could be wanting to kill one of us. Or all of us.
They would have almost done it by now. I mean, they had two chances. One of them was in our sleep. Obviously,
Yeah, I mean, Amerigo had the same chance.
Across the water and adjacent to the other allies, Amerigo snores.
and we have a perfect chance to kill Amargo. He's busy dreaming about food, I assume.
Well, it's up to you to convince the others. If they all agree, I will go along with it.
You want to head back or stay over here and keep watch?
Am I keeping watch? I thought I was sleeping before, so I might just go back to sleep.
Okay. I was on watch, so I was just wondering if you wanted to watch with or go back.
Sigurd is definitely just walking away to go back to sleep.
Flying,
Okay.
but yes.
Yes,
I'll
currently
stay over here
flying.
and- I'll stay over here and keep watch for the rest of the time then.
He fell out of the air onto his face when he got near the fire.
Icarus.
As you see
My wings.
Sigurd arrive back, everyone but Phineas, because he went back to bed, may interact with him now as he comes alone without, I don't know, without anything with him.
I think I'm still in the process of my ritual, so I'm not talking.
Well, you can interact lightly without disturbing it,
Oh, okay.
but let's say your ritual finished. What were you ritually casting again? Sorry.
Sorry, say again.
What were you ritual casting?
I was trying. Oh, find familiar.
Got it. And what's your familiar?
An owl named Martin.
Okie dokie. Martin, welcome back.
Huh? What? Just kidding.
Familiar faces return. With different faces.
That's a good one. Sigurd, what happened over there? Was the handsy man fun?
I'm honestly not sure what was going on over there. I only caught about half of that, but they were just kind of saying a bunch of crap about how we need to fight Amerigo.
But America makes delicious food.
Rascal was feeling pretty convinced by this, so maybe they had a point.
Hard to tell. Right now, we don't know who's good or bad.
True.
Big Tree currently is standing over Amerigo's head and holding his great sword, kind of executioner style, and then look at Cigar and says, "Should I?"
No. I don't think we're quite at that point yet.
Thank you.
Okay, and he's kind of sheaves his sword.
Got it.
I feel like it would be interesting to meet the notorious Barone.
Would Sigurd, lore-wise, be even pissed off by the mention?
Actually, let's have a little sidebar of privacy with two of you. It would actually be, I believe, Reno and Sigurd.
Oh, okay. I feel so included all of a sudden.
Let's both of you guys go to quiet chat.
Shh, it's quiet.
Okay, now the annoying people are gone. How are you
man,
guys doing?
I don't
Doing
know,
great.
I feel like he should die. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the session really went.
I know you guys are murder hobos. Like, I swear, I am
I
not.
don't know. From the start, I just had like, I don't know. I have a feeling like Marigo is like, I don't know. I just don't have good feelings about this guy.
I totally agree. I thought we should have sided with the kobolds to begin with, but not
Yeah.
after killing them.
I didn't want
It's
to kill
kind
him.
of, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate timing because they cast a spell and then Big G caught it, and then he kind of failed his intelligence check that I kind of put up for him, and then so I made him start killing them.
Yeah, that was great character development. I love that. Like, good. You're playing your character a really good way.
And I was trying to side with him because, like I said before, Rascal met Reno, he kind of had a thing like with not just kobolds, but pretty much anyone or anything that was his size, just because he had good feelings of being around those kind of things. They're just small because they're easier to trust.
My reason was because I didn't trust him, and my insight check made me trust him even less. And then, I just like rooting for the little small guys.
Oh yeah. I do have to say though, since like out of character, you should probably talk to Big G and starting to become like his like moral guidance, because that's what Cigar is, and that's what I'm trying to play him as. But if you guys could also become like his like like morality kind of like consciousness and stuff, then yeah, he will listen to you, whichever you want him to do.
See,
Phineas, I mean,
the thing,
he is wise, would not be good for a role model, as he is more like a dungeon hermit.
see, Racket Raccoon. Rascal's kind of like that. He's not a good role model because, yes, he's smart, but at the same time, he's kind of cocky and an asshole.
I mean, yes, I'll
Ah.
definitely give you some guidance, but it's not going to be good guidance.
Perfect.
Like, if Rascal was there when like you were like had your sword over Marigold, Rascal would be like, "Yeah, I'll do it with you. Why not? Let's go."
Oh no.
He wouldn't have been like, "Hold up, wait a minute, let's talk this out." He'd been like, "I have bad feelings about this guy. You have a feeling he should be dead. Let's do it together."
I'm not
Wow. Okay.
against killing him while we're not at full strength.
So with Rascal, if it doesn't cause him to have a lot of or like do a lot of work to explain and try to convince people to be on his side, he's fine and he'll go with it. If he doesn't have to explain anything for somebody to be on his side, that's his Big G wanting to kill Marigold, he's like, let's do it because you're on my side and you don't even know.
That
Rascal
makes
gets
sense.
frustrated very easily. If you couldn't tell.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm more of a defender, although I'm not very good at it right now because I'm missing a few items that I need to get next time we're in town.
Yeah.
Rascal gets frustrated and does not use intimidation. He tries to
Hmm.
he tries to do he just tries to talk his way out of shit. Like
Yeah.
if he has to, he'll do deception, but he's not good at persuasion and he's not good at what's the other one? Intimidation.
Okay.
His,
Yeah.
his scoring is a 15 in strength, an 18 in dex, a 16 in constitution, a 16 in intelligence, a 19 in wisdom, and a 13 in charisma.
13 is still pretty high, I have to say. But yeah, it is the
Yeah.
lowest stats.
My lowest stat is charisma as well, but mine's a 10. I got a 16 in strength, a 14 in dex, a 16 in constitution, a 17 in intelligence, and a 16 in wisdom.
Okay.
I am
Yeah,
good at survival, perception, insight, sleight of hand, and stealth and athletics.
Okay. That makes sense. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for Phineas though, because he's like the only one left out, and then he couldn't really get into the circle, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I was expecting Rascal to die, so I already had a backup character made.
That's great.
Which this backup character would have played the role like on being the side of Marigold, like in the same area,
Wow.
because he's a champion fighter
Okay.
and his background is If I can find it. Where is that? His background was a knight.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah, he will definitely side with Amerigo. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the DM kind of let us revive Rascal too. Rascal.
I was surprised too.
I was really surprised about that. I'm glad you did that. I like the little raccoon.
Oh yeah. I mean, if we had time, I was gonna let Big G kind of interact with the duo, the Reno and Rascal,
Okay, I'd be down with
because
that.
Big G kind of thinks that the raccoon's a cat. It's a house cat. Yeah, just a
Yeah,
fat
no.
cat.
Currently, Rascal's kind of the brains for Reno, but Reno's he's smart. He's smart, but Rascal's kind of like you
Got
know,
more wisdom.
yeah. He has the you can make decisions, but this is what I think, and I think this is what we should do.
And I
And
think
what
that's
is
why
best.
Phineas is more attracted to your character. Phineas is uh you know, kind of old. So he's seen a lot, been around a lot, and so conversing with you is definitely been a little bit better than someone like Sigurd or Big G, or the let's just get to it, smashing thing.
Rascal's the let's talk, and if I don't like it and you piss me off, I'm gonna kill you kind of thing. So that's where Reno also falls in hand, because Reno also helps Rascal kind of stay in that calm bubble and not always kill or fight when things don't go his way.
Yep. And Phineas is the kind of guy who will he'll sit back and watch, and then he'll give you advice on what you did wrong afterwards.
I'm kind of surprised that Reno like kind of stick with the level 1 character.
Oh,
'Cause
Reno's level 1?
yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We back.
You wake up
Howdy,
because
howdy.
you're talking and nobody lets you sleep. Otherwise,
Who
of
are you
course,
talking to? Sorry.
I was telling Phineas that he's technically he could, if he wishes to, opt into being awake because of the amount of conversation in which is having at the camp.
Uh, I really need to get rid of this exhaustion. It's really hurting me. So
Phineas really, really keeps his eyes closed. Just I'm ignoring them. I'm ignoring them. I'm ignoring them. The rest of the team. Do you guys continue your watch and sleep, or have a conversation?
I'll
I
keep
think
on
I'm
my
starting to
watch.
like Amerigo, so let's not kill him and see where this goes, if you guys don't mind. Unless you guys have like a really good reason to kill him. I mean, does anybody know of him beforehand?
Okay, so hold on. Do you always like Amerigo, or are you starting to like him?
I'm starting to like him. Yeah, just because of the food, and then he's letting me ride him.
Okay, okay.
He seems pretty friendly to me in general, at least last session.
Maybe he's a pedophile.
Can,
What?
we'll see how things go, and if my suspicion radar goes off anymore, then probably one more discussion and then see what happens. But I don't know.
I
I'm still having very unsteady trust issues with this guy.
I'd be really interested to meet his boss. I think I've heard of her a little bit in my studies, and if I could meet her, that would be super amazing.
I too
Yeah.
am interested to see where this goes.
Like, I don't know if you guys know about her, but she has done some crazy stuff in the past, from what I've read. And I mean, keeps us on our toes, but this will definitely be. If we actually get to meet her, we could be like. We could also be in the history books ourselves.
I'm not too worried about being in the history books. I'm just kind of focused on living life and go with the flow. I don't really want to be with people who have power. That's why I don't want to trust this guy, because either, we get tons of power that we become evil and become in the history books, or they kill us because we're useful to them for some reason.
This is true.
And
I
he's
mean,
just
I
manipulating
want to
us
choose
to
our own
get
destiny.
us closer to whatever good use they want out of us.
I say we take a vote.
Okay, I'm for Amerigo.
I am also for Amerigo.
I just
against
follow
him.
Sikar.
So 1 against.
Yep.
Thanks.
Are you gonna wake up Phineas? Are you gonna attempt to see if
Oh,
he'll join?
that's right. He's sleeping.
Phineas,
Yes.
if you had a vote in your sleep, what would it be?
If I had to vote in my sleep, I yep, Marigold. But I don't think that's the right opportunity to make a move.
What do you say?
I don't think it's the right time to make a move against him if we're going to move against him. So I think we should continue with the Marigold.
I think I know what he's saying in his sleep, and I agree.
Oh, nice.
I've seen his dreams.
You
Well,
guys go about
fine.
a decent rest of relaxation and awake. As you do, Emergo wakes up and produces 2 cigars.
I saw what you did with them minimum supplies before. I always carry around my particular private stash.
And he produces a bag that has just tons of perfectly dried meats prepared and ready to create almost the most famithful meals. You can create the most delicious feast of a breakfast.
Awesome. I am definitely going to take advantage of that. I'll start cooking right now.
So yeah, I too believe in a good hearty start to the day. How'd you all sleep? Any troubles? Sometimes they say I sleep like a log.
I wish sometimes I could sleep like a log. There was a lot of, buzz about the air last night, but, nothing out of the ordinary.
I find that happens on the first night with strangers. The longer
You hear him like just crack a billion little bones in his back.
the longer you rest amongst each other, the more you'll get that level of comfort. Or you'll be like me and just won't care.
Like your attitude, Amerigo.
I've always enjoyed myself too. Thank you.
Well,
So,
I think we've decided we were taking the stair path, correct? Yes?
uh, that's unfortunate. But okay.
Why unfortunate?
Oh, I'm just a big man, and that's a lot of stairs.
Okay, I see. So not unfortunate like we're walking into something like super very dangerous.
Well, I couldn't tell you because I've never wanted to walk all the way down the stairs to know what's on. So I couldn't really tell you if it's for the more unfortunisms or just the moments of unfortunate thoughts.
Which
Well,
path
I
do
guess
you usually take, Amerigo?
Well, I usually take the tombs, but that's when I have my voodoos, and I don't have voodoos. You guys killed a lot of them. And, well, the others. Well, the arena is one for the capable. With how random the opportunities of encounters are there, you really, really never know what can come around and surprise you in the end. But are we having any second thoughts?
I mean, it sounds like you really don't want to take the stairs, but we'll be there to support you, Amerigo. We'll stop and take breaks as long as you need.
Then we'll be fine. I don't require anything else. Second.
All right, breakfast is done, everybody.
You're a wonderful cook, my friend. I am glad to have met you.
Thank you.
It's pretty good. Hey, Sigurd, do you mind if I ride on your shoulder? I don't want to keep Amerigo weighed down while we travel up the stairs.
Can you ride on my shoulder?
That's very kind of you.
I think I'm a small kid, more or less.
Okay, then
Right
yeah,
now.
probably. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Any other discussions while having breakfast as a team?
I think so.
I'll just be eating and keeping my eyes on
Mario?
Is there any
I'll-
danger up the stairs?
The stairs? Harpies, usually. Any experience with them?
Has Phineas had any experience with harpies?
Mm,
You fell in love twice.
I'd say you've seen them. I would say you've avoided them successfully every single time.
Yes, that would probably have been. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Yeah. So yes, I've seen harpies before. It's really best to avoid them. I really don't like flying creatures that much, if I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, when did we get an owl?
This is my friend Martin. Say hi to Martin, y'all.
Hello, Martin.
Hi, Martin.
He's my friend. And he can help us scout if we need to.
Well, I like the sounds of that. Especially with coming up against flying creatures. They're not fun to fight. Like me and Big G.
He's not very, or I don't think he's strong at all, actually. So he's just there for as a pet, not really to fight. And I'll just kind of like signal for Martin to fly onto my arm, and then just like pet him a little bit around the ears and feather.
Well, shall we head down the stairs then?
Before we head down, Sigurd's gonna look over to Big G and tap him on the shoulder and say, "For good luck, buddy."
Oh, thanks.
I do want to talk with Rascal for a little bit and just be like, how do you like the group now? Like, do you think we could trust them? Should we keep going with them?
I mean, I don't mind them and stuff. It's just Marigold. I don't know. It's just the story of Marigold and the lady and
I mean,
don't
Big
know,
G
you
seems
know,
pretty strong.
yeah. Big G's
And-
pretty cool.
Sigurd seems pretty cool. I mean, he rose you back from the dead, from what I heard.
don't mind. They're cool.
necessary.
Like they're
Or-
awesome. Like I said, my thing is Marigold. Like, you know me, I'm not a power hungry kind of person. I don't want power.
Well, he's not offering us power. To be fair.
I know, but his boss could, and I would rather not get that offer or possibly be killed for whatever good they might want us for. You know,
Yeah, but
anything could be on the
I'd like to
table.
see what type of
A powerful woman.
items or artifacts they might have on them, so we can that in our pockets.
Yeah, but you remember, kiddo, you gotta be smart. You can't just collect all these artifacts and stuff. Some of them could be dangerous, especially depending who you get them from.
That's why I have you, right? You could
Yeah,
teach me your ways.
that's what I'm trying to say. We gotta take things slow, my guy. That's just trusting
Okay.
this man, and his boss could put us in a risky situation.
Sigurd's gonna waltz over and interrupt. Hey guys, about ready to head on down?
Okay.
Yeah, all right,
No,
you guys.
I'll
Yeah,
just
we're
jump
ready.
on Sigurd's shoulder.
All right.
Like, thanks. Pat pat.
One sec. As you guys arrive to the mouth of the stairs, you can hear Murgo go, "Ugh. Oh, good. Ugh. Just down there. You guys see this massive structure further below, probably 100, 200 flights of stairs. Along this entire flight, you see harpy after harpy after harpy after harpy. He goes, now, I might not have clarified the details of him, but we can pass them if we can just answer their silly little riddles. They're real easy until you get closer to the end, is what I've heard.
I mean, I'm always down for some riddles. I think you're Rascal and Sigurd. I think we should all be able to figure something out.
I don't want to answer quizzes anymore. I'm tired of quizzes.
We can always fight them.
I'll leave it to you guys. Do they see us already or no?
Not quite yet. You guys are heading down.
Are we quite aware of how many we would be fighting if we did choose to fight?
At least a dozen at
Okay.
most.
Remember, they fly. Not everybody has brains. I mean, Big G can throw her weapon like once or twice, but unless he's got some kind of attorney.
If I remember correctly, I think if you satisfy 5 of them, they'll let you just pass on the rest.
What do you mean by
Wait,
satisfy
why are we
them?
against? Why are we against puzzle again?
I don't know. That's the
I'm
great
not.
question. So it's either answer 5 riddles correctly to get through, or aggravate them, or go back and choose another path, or come up with the other great plan. But there is a building at the bottom. So regardless of what you have to do just to get through these guys, there's something inside this structure. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Discuss amongst the team and vote.
Are we as a player against puzzles, or are you playing as a character?
I am not.
That's it.
I'm playing as a character, but I don't like puzzles.
Are these puzzles
Gotcha.
to get past the harpies, or
Yeah, to get past the harpies. It's like 5 questions to get past them, or you get attacked probably.
wouldn't harpies also want something else besides being attacked or getting puzzles solved?
I was thinking that myself.
I don't know.
Won't know until we interact.
Yeah. I say we try
It's
the
fit.
puzzles.
If it comes down to it, Like, if just gotta sacrifice somebody, I am willing to sacrifice myself.
I
But not
don't
just
think
like
we'll
totally
need to.
sacrifice myself. It's gonna be like a trap sacrifice, you know.
I don't think it'll come that far.
Yeah. You really want to get rid of your character?
No, no, it's
We can
just
make
like
it
a
happen.
plan. If there's 5
Okay.
harpies, there's what, 5 of us,
So it doesn't use
you
that.
know.
Don't forget,
what?
you all have 8 temp HP, and Big G,
is
you
that
have advantage on your initiative.
Sure. Do I?
that
Is it
not go
every
away
fight?
because we long rested?
Wait, what?
Did that not go away since we long rested?
No,
they last
because I made
24 hours.
breakfast.
Okay, gotcha.
I count making. It says I can do it every rest, so I just counted it as that rest too.
Thank you.
Every time you see create special meals in chat, you can just give yourself 8 extra HP.
Gotcha.
Which
Gotcha.
So I don't have Foundry, so somebody describe what our current area looks like.
I'll take a picture.
That works too.
I'll take a screenshot and post it in chat.
Oh, that works even better. Screenshot is way better than
I think, yeah. I think we're descending downstairs. It's not walking up the stairs, it's going down the stairs.
Looks like it's going up, but we're actually going down.
It's yeah, we're going down and it's a pretty big area, so I cropped the image to be a little more legible.
Ooh.
I put it in team chat. We are in the sort of bottom leftish area.
I'm just wanting to plan to see what to do. So the harpies are far away in front of us.
So what if we just go with the puzzles first, and then if we cannot solve it, we just try to kill the harpies?
Dun-dun.
I think that's
Are the
exactly what's
harpies the
going to
weird
happen.
ant-looking heads?
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
the red things.
those are harpies.
Okay.
Here, I'll give you a blown up picture so you can tell.
No, you're good. I can see them. I was scrolling through to find where everything was. Okay. I mean, yeah, we can solve the puzzles, and if it goes bad, then we'll just fight them, I guess.
Yeah, we have Big G, so fighting is always a good fallback.
But I do want to see what could be the other possibility.
All right, let's do it. Let's go solve some riddles.
So, God, why do I forget his name every time?
Marco?
I'm just gonna call him A-Man. So, A-Man,
Yeah.
what other information
Cash
about these
Panda.
harpies do you know?
Information. They loads have been. They kind of want your attention, bring you to them. When you get close enough, that's when they strike. Otherwise, they're just vicious beasts. Smart and clever witted. They usually bargain you into your death.
Okay, and how do we get past them? You said riddles, fighting. Any other possibilities?
Nothing I've ever had to do. Those two usually work.
Well, let's try to solve the riddles then. If that doesn't work, then fight them till we can survive or something happens.
You guys proceed.
Yep.
As you do, you get about, I'd say, 50 feet or so in, and you get greeted by the first of 3 or 4 harpies.
You all enter the depths of the manor. But first, you must answer our desires. Let me know when you are ready.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Almost all of us are here.
Yeah, you just got to give us like 2 more minutes. We're waiting for a kind, kind of a larger guy. It takes him a good second to get up there.
He has been here. He needs not participate.
Yeah, we
That's
can
no
solve
way
this
to
without
say hi
him.
to a friend. In the dark, I am found without fail. When light shines on me, I vanish without a trail. I follow you close, but I'm never your friend. What am I?
Repeat that again, please.
Thanks for putting in the text.
Being a
In the
being a-
dark,
sorry.
in the dark, I am found without fail. When light shines on me, I vanish without a trail. I follow you close, yet I'm never your friend. What am I?
And we could discuss this amongst our party before giving our answer, correct?
One answer? But yes.
So, Rascal, if you're asking me, this kind of sounds similar to like a shadow.
I'm thinking shadow or bat.
I'm thinking
Bats
shadow.
when light is shining on to them,
Shadow or darkness?
but they always hide in the
But-
dark.
You see them more in the dark?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see bats in the dark, but once you shine a light on them, they fly away.
Oh, I thought you said shadow. My bad.
I was saying shadow or bat.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you
But a bat would
shine a light, if you shine a light on a shadow, depending on where the shadow is being casted, it can vanish.
and it says without a trail. A bat would leave a trail and you would see it fly away.
Can we hear the riddle one more time?
In the dark, I am found without fail. When light shines on me, I vanish without a trail. I follow you close, but I'm never your friend. What am I?
I mean, we can just go with shadow if that's the general consensus.
Sigurd has no idea. He's putting on a brave face, but he has no idea.
One of you guys have to answer the harpies.
I say we go with the shadow.
Sigurd shouts, "A shadow!"
A simple start lets you know that you've got chances. Continue on while they prepare for their meal. They lick their talons and then flutter off from your way. Allow you to pass.
Darn.
Wait. Did we pass? Or did we fail?
We
They'll
passed.
let us pass.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Cool.
As you guys continue
On to
forward,
the next one.
you get stopped yet again, but this time you are greeted by two. At this point, you guys have about, I'd say, 7 in understanding view, and possibly more as you hear their kind of kinds and coos of interest as they all come to see what's happening. 2 of them arrive in front of you. They both stand there.
You've got past the first one. They're a fool. You couldn't trust what they say, even if they knew.
They kind of relax, and as they lean with their shoulders high, they doozily doze over to their companion.
Oh, yeah, that one. The one before the one of us. He's not that bright. But if you had asked me, I'd say I'm the one that's scary tonight.
Between the two of them, which do you approach to be your challenge?
I would say the one on the right.
The rest of the team.
Wait,
Right,
is
sounds
that a
good.
riddle or is okay? Okay, sorry.
I have no idea.
No, this is just who you guys wish to approach. It seems as if one of them is more spoken and the other is more broad but direct.
I like the direct one. Whichever
Yeah,
one's the
Sigurd
direct
likes
one.
directness.
Let's go with the direct.
You approach the more burly speaker.
Think you've got easier time, son. Very well. I have cities without people, mountains without soil, and seas without water. What am I? Well, discuss.
What
See,
was the
I'm
question
not
again?
100% sure if it's right, but the closest thing I could think of would be a desert.
What was the question?
I have
It's in
cities without people, mountains without soil, and seas without water. What am I?
the only thing that doesn't fit with the desert is the city. Terrible.
Because you're out.
Cities without people.
Wasteland?
He like listens to you guys, but he knows that you guys are talking amongst yourselves, but he kind of just mocks.
I think I got one, boys. Get ready for a feast.
They smack their lips or beaks.
So it's not desert. Hmm. It may not be a place actually.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
What do we usually carry on us to help us get through things?
Um,
There we go.
That cut out. Sorry, what was that?
It's a
a
map.
map.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go with that. That makes sense.
Is that the consensus?
Yes, I do believe so.
Isn't that cute? But there's a second part to mine. On this map, I reveal what is hidden, but I do not move. I can show the way, yet I cannot walk. What am I? Eh,
Compass?
Yes, I
If it lies on the map, it wouldn't be a compass.
I
It'd
mean,
be
you
the
could,
A compass rose.
one more time for the riddle.
On this map, I reveal what is hidden, but I do not move. I can show the way, yet I cannot walk. What am I?
Paths. Trails. They
oh
show
yeah,
ways.
A path would be a difficult pathway.
It's a path
Road.
or a trail.
Yeah.
And it doesn't move.
And it shows the way,
Yep.
but it can't.
A compass would show the way and it moves.
Yes. So
So it's a path. Or a trail. I mean, either one should work.
Well, team, what y'all decided?
I think
Pass.
a path.
No. I heard you listen to your fellow friends.
Wait, which friend?
Insight check. For Big G, Reno, and I'm missing one in the background. And Finn.
24.
Wow, Reno. Wow. Big G, you get that they are referring to Sigurd.
Wait, Sigar, what do you say? What do you say,
He said
Sigar?
compass.
I said compass rose.
Oh, maybe that's more right. I think you're the smarter one.
It's oh my gosh, I realized my push to talk wasn't off. I think it's the compass rose sounds good because it's got legs, but it can't walk.
Guess we'll go with that.
Well, I thought I'd have to eat a chewy meal. I'm glad I don't have to enjoy this blot. But good luck on the next one. He's got 2 parts, too.
You guys go up another 40 or so feet. And you hear the cawing and howling of these creatures.
Your brains are only good on the inside. But if I knock inside like the coconuts, imagine what is left of your brain's cooperations.
They call out randomosities of curious threats and unknown purposes. Your next one appears.
Oh, I heard that you made your chances, and your wants is mine. I am path or seek, though I have no end. I am the journey within, though I am never traveled. What am I?
I am the path all seek, though I have no end. I am the journey within, though I am never traveled. What am I?
I don't know. This one's hard.
It's only getting farther.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but the only thing I can think of is purpose.
Wait, say that one more time.
Like self-purpose, but I don't think that's right.
Knowledge.
That's a good one.
Everyone seeks for knowledge, but there's no end of it.
It could also be perfection.
That too.
Honestly, there's a lot of things that could fit it, but which one's the right one?
Perfection.
Wait,
Because
journey
there's
within though.
there is no travel. I am the path all seek, though I have no end. I am the journey within, though I am never traveled. You don't really travel for perfection. at least internal perfection, or like self perfection. Knowledge you'd have to travel for, because that's knowledge you're.
Both kind of work. I don't know.
Or
I
or
don't know.
better
Whichever
health.
you guys want to vote for.
Better health.
So, I mean, but at the same time, you really, like, everybody is searching for a reason, right?
Oh. Yeah.
So, and, like, not everybody cares about perfection. I mean, America,
Lost you. Wait, after you said Emergo.
I said Amerigo there just really doesn't care. I mean, so clearly not everybody strives for perfection. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I've met quite a few people who have thought they were self-perfect already.
Yeah, I like knowledge or wisdom because like I'm the journey within. You kind of like experience maybe is also a thing.
What about the I've never traveled
I'd say
part though?
I'd say wisdom, because wisdom you wouldn't really need to travel with for. You can you just gain wisdom while growing. Everyone seeks for wisdom or like knowledge, but it never ends. It only ends when you die.
Sigurd's brain is
Reno's
melting.
Reno's just like scratching his head and then just like closing his eyes
And
a
you
little
don't.
bit, just kind of giving up on the question.
Okay. If I say the answer and I'm wrong, I will be all right for becoming the meal.
That's okay. we're in this together. We're wrong
I, I,
together.
I'm thinking, like, I want to say knowledge, but to me that's wrong because you have to travel for knowledge.
Yeah, but if we don't have a better answer, you might as well say it and find out.
Yeah, I mean another option is wisdom, right? Like
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
with
wisdom.
some
What
yeah
Or
about
let's get all into wisdom.
desires?
I still think
desire.
everybody for their lot.
You have to. Yeah, but you have to
One of
travel
you
for
just has to
desire,
say it
though.
out loud.
Go for it.
I'm saying wisdom.
No, that wasn't quite what I was going for myself, personally. I am a bit hungry. But let's say I give you a second chance.
So it wasn't wisdom.
Maybe
I
it
will.
is knowledge.
I mean, wisdom and knowledge are kind of the same thing.
They are.
So I will say purpose.
Ah, someone thinks they got a bit of ambition in them. Huh? What's your purpose?
My purpose? To make a name for myself, my friend. One that is not my past.
And with this name, I am what you carry. Though I have no weight, I am what you seek. Though I am never lost. What am I? Huh?
Hmm.
Initially, I was thinking it was burdens, but never mind.
I was thinking pride, but that you can lose your pride, so that wouldn't fit. But I don't know. Maybe envy?
hope.
Mm.
I am what you seek, and you never lose it.
Somebody has a little bit in them. I like
Love.
that. He is right. Hope. I hope you get through the next one. Or
I hope
else
so too.
maybe Big Mommy Hoppy will come visit you. She
Got
eats
really
from-
quiet. Did I lose everybody?
I hear
We-
Big Mommy, and I
I
kind of
think I
just
did.
chuckle. I just kind of cover my mouth and chuckle.
Phineas. Testing 1, 2. I heard you disappear and then disappear. But nonetheless, we will hold it there and see how you all start with your final round of riddle. I don't know, was that 3? That was the only 3, I think, actually. Round 4. We have 2 more rounds, depending on how that goes. And it seems like you guys are slowly getting stumped or quizzing even each other. So, we will see. Moving forward, you guys have to come to a vote before answering. That way we get a fair determination of team failure or success. Otherwise, you guys have done well. Good luck as you continue. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Are we meeting next week? Because it's what, like holiday?
I mean, I don't have any plans to not. If you guys don't wish to, we can skip. So it's absolutely up to you. As a
I
team.
don't mind.
If
I'm
there's not enough,
TBD right now.
yeah, if there's not enough to do core session, we could do a one shot, and I'm sure there's some people who might want to play across the server. So
I'll be down
What-
for actual session or one shot. So I'm available for anything.
So whatever happens as it happens, we kind of just go with it. But we'll see. I'll announce it, and if you guys are busy, you guys are busy. No worries. That is life as it is. Otherwise, enjoy the holiday, and we will see each other soon.
All right.
Have a good one.
See you guys. Thanks for
Bye.
the
Take
session.
care.
Thanks.